the play. You know, you get in that fumble recovery. What did you see as a long snapper just running down the field?
Yeah, so obviously it started off, the snap was kind of low, which caused the punter to bring it back towards the middle, so I was kind of upset about that. But when I was running downfield, I saw him hit his shoulder pad, and then PJ came in and knocked him out. And then the gunner I kind of just fell on top of him, and then the ball just ended up right in front of me, so I just grabbed it.
New place kicker this year with Ben, new punter with Sam.
Mm-hmm.
How much of an adjustment has there been for you with their styles and their timing and everything?
Yeah, so me and Ben have been working this is going to be our third year now because we came in together. And we also, we've probably been working for a total of 5 years because we have the same coach. So we're pretty comfortable with each other. When Sam got here, he got here in January. The first thing we did was come to the facility and get some snaps so he could catch from a snapper. Me and him become really close. We took a trip to North Carolina together. And then I was at his wedding, so that was pretty cool.
How did you become a long snapper?
I'm from Mentor, Ohio, and our high school was like the biggest in Ohio. So sophomore year, I just wanted to find a way to get on the varsity field. And my dad was like, "Hey, I did this in high school. Why don't you try it?" And he kind of taught me the basics. And then I was on the field sophomore year, and I kind of just picked it up.
Did you play any other positions in high school?
I did. I played offensive line. I was about 270, so I lost some weight since then. But yeah, I played offensive line in high school too.
How did it feel when you saw your predecessor, Cal, get signed to a team this week?
Yeah, that was awesome. We were just texting. He texted me on Saturday after the game. He was all pumped up about the recovery, so he texted me. I was just like, he said he was going to the game, that he was going to be like on the sideline watching it. I was like, hey, whatever you got to do, you're going to, your time's coming soon. And it came really soon. I texted him yesterday and said, congratulations. Like, he's going to be starting this week, so it's big. It's big.
What did you learn from watching Cal?
Yeah, Cal is a really good leader, and me and him actually become really close. I'm actually living in his old apartment complex, so we became really close over the last 2 years. And he not really like the snapping basics, but just like the mental stuff of like being a long snapper, because it's mentally like I had 10 plays in the game on Saturday, so like really you just gotta be really focused on the sideline, and it's mentally challenging.
Cal talked to me last year about the miles per hour, the speed of the snaps. I think he said 0.6 seconds was really what you're looking for, right?
Right.
How fast are your
Yeah,
snaps?
it's actually the average. I think college is actually a 0.85, but that's like throughout. There's 100-something schools, so but I'm around probably like a 7.2 area. We're also offset, so it's also going to be a little slower compared to a straight back in our scheme. So if I'm around, Cal snapped a little faster than me, but he's also older, so I think I could end up getting to that point.
What do you mean by offset?
Like the punter is behind our guard instead of like straight back behind me.
Okay.
The other team that works out in this building just faced another team who lost their long snapper, and there was a lot of complaints about how the snaps were working.
Yep.
Did you get to watch that?
Yeah, we actually were watching it during our meeting with Coach Powell. We were watching that of the game. That's a tough situation for that tight end because like he was not expecting to be in there. But obviously the first snap I thought it was pretty good, maybe a little touch slow, which caused the block. And then the second one was obviously high, and then the kicker kicked laces as well. So you don't ever want to kick laces no matter what. So
is that like a reminder? It's like, hey, our job's pretty important.
Yeah, it shows people how important it actually is when you don't have one. So
I feel like the cliche is always that like long snappers, like you never hear their name unless something bad happens. Obviously, the exception being you're playing on Saturday, but is that kind of like a long snapper mentality? Like, I don't want anybody to know my name.
I wasn't expecting to be here now. Obviously it was for a good cause, but I don't really expect to be talking in front of the media and stuff unless it's for good things.
I see the holder a lot of times, not maybe for you, but spin the ball. Kicker's not kicking the laces.
Right.
What does a long snapper have to do to avoid, the guy kicking the laces?
Yeah, so my goal is to make sure on field goals you throw the same speed every time, because if you throw the same speed and hit your spot, there's no reason that it should be kicking laces. Now, on Saturday, actually on the first kick, it was a flip because the snap was a little inside, but our holder was able to get it around. But obviously, we're all only human. Like everyone's going to have laces back every once in a while, so that's why the holder is such an important job.
Just how optimized is that timing, and how much do you work on that? Is it everything, or is it just a big part of it, or how important is it?
Like the
timing of getting the snap to the holder and everything going down, all of that happening.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously it's between me and the backup snapper, we throw different speeds too. So that's why you really want to make sure. During camp, we were flipping back and forth holders and stuff. So that's why it caused a little, caused a little difficulty, finding a groove with the kickers and whoever it was, because we didn't. And there's obviously a competition. So I think having two guys like the holder and snapper be the same throughout is really important, because obviously the holder is going to catch it in the same spot compared to when the backup holder catches it in a different spot than he does. So it's really important to have the same guys out there.
Speaking of the team next door, there's another Menor kid in that locker room. Have you
Yep.
gotten to meet Mitch yet, or talk to him?
He lived 5 doors down from me, and I also played high school with his brother, his younger brother. He was actually the long snapper before me. His younger brother was. So, yeah, I've talked to Mitch maybe once, because he's obviously older and was in college and stuff. But I know the family.